Caller. I'm glad to get the opportunity to talk about a few important matters. Minister, I have been contacted by many people, friends of mine even from Donegal and Mayo, to ask them, they have been asking me to ask you to ensure that he give 100% compensation to these people that their houses are falling down around them. Many of these people don't know where they'll be next Christmas night or where they'll be with their families, and I'm asking now, it is going on long enough. And I wish to support Alan Dillon and Danny Healy-Rae, Joe McHugh, Paddy McLaughlin, and Charlie McConnell. I'm sure he has made representations as well. I want to add my voice in favour of the people that they get 100% compensation to rebuild their houses. And the question that's being asked is, at the same time that the materials were provided for these houses, the same material from the same companies was taken across the border to Derry. And I'm told, and I'm far away from that district or from those places, I'm told that there's been no problem there in Derry across the border. The question is, what happened or what's gone wrong in Donegal or Mayo? And the other places as well, Clare and different places that there's many people suffering. Now, in regard to this bill, and I'm asking not to put any more obstacles in front of the man or woman that's trying to build their own house, doing the work themselves. After their own work, maybe in the evening, whatever it is, do not put any more obstacles, we'll say, that wouldn't help them or that would impede them from building their own house. There's another problem there. Even when you get planning permission, the banks will give you a mortgage for just 3 months, and they tell you that you must have 80% of your own savings spent. And then it's not very easy to get all those things to happen in the 3 months. And what do they make you do again, Minister? They make you apply for the mortgage again, all over again, and another delay. That's absolutely ridiculous. Have you any power over the banks? Have they any interest in them? Say something to them, and let common sense. I mean, if they get the mortgage once, why should they have to get it 2 or 3 times? God damn it, man! So it don't make no sense in the world. Where are the planning guidelines that have been promised for 5 or 6 years? Where are the new? Where are they, boy? I hear you talking about planning in our radio, even sometimes in the Kerry radio, and you see, we have problems down there. This thing of dezoning land around inside no rural towns and villages, and you see they want to zone more in the bigger towns, but developers will buy them sites and them areas, and the man that wants to build his own house or buy his own site, he can't get planning permission. And then this other one, urban generated pressure. If you're a person in that area and you want to buy a site from your neighbour where you live beside him all your life, and because that territory is in what's known as urban generated pressure, you won't be allowed to build. If the neighbour next door to you and the other side of you owns the land, or his father owned the land, he can build. Even though the two went to school together, maybe in the same car, they walked to school together, one can get permission and the other can't. It is absolutely ridiculous. Now, there was a case in Belgium, going back there a few years ago, and Danny Healy-Rae asked, by way of a motion last week in Kerry County Council, are the local authority acting illegally by insisting that you must be from a certain area or otherwise you won't get permission? Now, this happened a good number of years ago. Are you going to do anything about that? Are we acting illegally in this country by not, I mean, Belgium is in Europe as well as us. So, so then our sewerage systems, you're talking about building houses and you know, there's going to be so many houses built, but we have no sewerage system in many of our towns and villages in Kerry. including Kinmare and Castle Island and Kilcummin.
Thank you, Deputy.
And the last one, last caller, something will have to be done about objectors because there are people tormented and tortured and them down through the ground.
Thank you, Deputy.